Here are some elements of investing we wish we'd always known. In financial investing, experience may well be the best teacher, but the tuition is very high. Our objective is to provide you with some basic principles for a lifetime of financial success in saving and investing. That's why we present one of the most important lessons in this easy-to-watch, jargon-free little video. The secret of getting rich slowly but surely is the miracle of compound interest. Albert Einstein is said to have described compound interest as the most powerful force in the universe. The concept simply involves earning a return not only on your original savings, but also on the accumulated interest that you have earned on your past investment of your savings. The secret of getting rich slowly but surely is the miracle of compound interest. Why is compounding so powerful? Let's use the U.S. stock market as an example. Stocks have rewarded investors with an average return close to 10% a year over the past 100 years. Of course, returns do vary from year to year, sometimes by a lot. But to illustrate the concept, suppose they return exactly 10% each year. If you started with a $100 investment, your account would be worth $110 at the end of the first year, the original $100 plus the $10 that you earned. By leaving the $10 earned in the first year reinvested, you start year 2 with $110 and earn $11, leaving your stake at the end of the second year at $121. In year 3, you earn $12.10, and your account is now worth $133.10. Carrying the example out, at the end of 10 years, you would have almost $260. Without compounding, you would have earned $10 per year for 10 years and ended up with $200, $60 less. That's why compounding is powerful. The power of compounding is why everyone agrees that saving early in life and investing is good for you. It is great to have the powerful forces of time working for you 24/7. Time is indeed money. But as George Bernard Shaw once said, youth is wasted on the young. If only we could all train ourselves at a young age to know what we know now. When money is left to compound for long periods, the resulting accumulations can be awe-inspiring. If George Washington had taken just $1 from his first presidential salary and invested it at 8%, the average rate of return on stocks over the past 200 years, his heirs today would have about $8 million. Think about this every time you see Washington on a U.S. dollar bill. Benjamin Franklin provides us with an actual rather than a hypothetical case. When Franklin died in 1790, he left a gift of $5,000 to each of his 2 favorite cities, Boston and Philadelphia. He stipulated that the money was to be invested and could be paid out at 2 specific dates, the first 100 years and the second 200 years after the date of the gift. After 100 years, each city was allowed to withdraw $500,000 for public works projects. After 200 years, in 1991, they received the balance, which had compounded to approximately $20 million for each city. Franklin's example teaches all of us in a dramatic way the power of compounding. As Franklin himself liked to describe the benefits of compounding, money makes money, and the money that money makes money. A modern example involves twin brothers, William and James, who are now 65 years old. 45 years ago, when William was 20, he started a retirement account, putting $4,000 in the stock market at the beginning of each year. After 20 years of contributions, totaling $80,000, he stopped making new investments but left the accumulated contributions in his account. The fund earned 10% per year, tax-free. The second brother, James, started his own retirement account at age 40, just after William quit, and continued depositing $4,000 per year for the next 25 years for a total investment of $100,000. When both brothers reached the age of 65, which one do you think had the bigger nest egg? The answer is startling. William's account was worth almost $2.5 million. James's account was worth less than $400,000. Williams won the race hands down. Despite having invested less money than James, William's stake was over $2 million greater. The moral is clear. You can accumulate much more money by starting earlier and taking greater advantage of the miracle of compounding. We could run through dozens of other examples using actual stock market returns. One investor might start early, but have the worst possible timing, investing at the peak of the stock market each year. Another investor starts later, but is the world's luckiest investor, buying at the absolute bottom of the market every year. The first investor, even though she may have invested less money and had the worst possible timing, accumulates more money. Luck in picking the right time to invest is all well and good, but time is much more important than timing. There is always a good excuse to put off planning for retirement. Don't let it happen to you. Put time on your side. To get rich surely, you have to do it wisely, which means slowly, and you will have to start now. Like all financial tools, the power of compounding needs to be applied wisely. It's great when it's working for you, but ghastly when it's working against you. That's what makes credit card balances so dangerous. With credit card debt, 18% is the normal interest rate charged. And if you don't pay promptly, you'll soon be paying interest on interest, and interest on the interest on the interest. Credit card debt is the exact opposite of a great investment. Wouldn't you like to have an investment that compounded at such a rapid rate? Of course you would. We all would. At 18%, a debt doubles in just 4 years, and then redoubles again in the next 4 years. Ouch. That's 4 times as much debt in just 8 years, and it's still compounding. That compounding is why banks have distributed credit cards so widely to people they don't even know. And that's why you should never, ever use any credit card debt.